Pick up a single coffee bean. Hold it to the light. This one bean is about to cost you more than it did last year, and the reason why has almost nothing to do with your cafe. You feel it every morning, the same cup, a little more expensive. You blame the barista, the brand, maybe inflation in general, but the price of your coffee was decided long before it reached your street, in a place you'd never guess. So who really sets it? Follow this one bean and let it show you. Start where it grows, most likely a hillside in Brazil, the country that produces roughly a third of all the coffee on Earth. The smooth, higher-priced kind in your cup is called arabica, and arabica is fussy. It needs the right rain at the right moment to flower. Miss that window, and the plant makes fewer cherries, the small fruit that holds the bean, many months later. Now, here's what happened. Brazil hit a run of droughts that disrupted that flowering. Fewer flowers, fewer beans. On the other side of the world, Vietnam, the largest grower of the cheaper, stronger bean called robusta, got hammered too. First by heat and drought, then by historic flooding in late 2025. Two of the biggest coffee countries short at the same time, so the price went up, right? It did, but not where you'd think. Your bean's price isn't set at the farm, it's set on a screen. There's a single global reference number for arabica, one that traders simply call the C price, and it lives on a financial exchange in New York called ICE, the Intercontinental Exchange. On that exchange, people buy and sell coffee they will never drink. They trade futures, which are just contracts, promises to deliver coffee at a set price on a future date. That promise is the real product, and in February 2025, that number did something it had never done before. Arabica futures hit an all-time record, about $4.41 a pound, more than double the year before. Not because the world suddenly ran out of coffee overnight, but because thousands of traders, watching the drought in Brazil and the floods in Vietnam, placed the same bet, that coffee was about to get scarce. Fear moved first. The shortage was still only a forecast. That's the twist. Your cup isn't really priced by what it costs to grow a bean. It's priced by what a crowd of strangers believes will happen to beans that don't exist yet. When the certified coffee sitting in exchange warehouses fell to its lowest level in years, every trader saw the same thin cushion and bid the paper price higher. The bean in your hand and the bean traded in New York are two different things. One you can roast, the other is a bet. Then the world piled on. New U.S. tariffs on Brazilian coffee, a tax charged on imports, tangled the supply chain, cutting American purchases from Brazil sharply and sending buyers scrambling for beans elsewhere. Shipping, storage, a weaker harvest, a nervous market. Each link added a few cents. By the time your bean was roasted, bagged, and poured, it had passed through weather, warehouses, tariffs, and traders, and only the very last step happened anywhere near you. Does that mean someone's cheating you? No, and that's the calm part. By 2026, Brazil's next crop was forecast to bounce back hard, and the record price eased back down toward $3. Still high, but softer. No villain, just a system where a bean is priced by the fear of the beans that might not come. Here's Pip's take. Coffee isn't expensive because it's rare. It's expensive because it's fragile, and a fragile thing gets priced by fear, not by cost. What you're really paying for in that extra dollar is a global bet on the weather, placed by people who will never taste the harvest. The barista pours it, the farmer grows it, but the price? That's decided by a crowd watching the clouds over Brazil. Understand that, and you'll never read a menu board the same way again. So pick up the bean one more time. It didn't get more valuable, the world just got more worried about it. And that worry, not the bean, is what you taste in the price.